Alright, welcome back to Soul Spark Tarot. I'm your host, Mr. Renew. And first of all, I want to say, we got this viewpoint today. I kind of like it. I'm going to do a few videos like this, but we're going to do the other format too. Number 2, don't mind the signs or the sounds and shit. If you hear some or see stuff, I'm in a parking garage because I'm about to go to the gym. So, yeah. And then I got the music in the back if you can hear that. So we'll see. But anyways, what's going on, people? Overcoming fears is like the overall theme and message I'm getting. Overcoming fears and walking around with a newfound confidence as you overcome those fears. I think you're starting to realize your power as you're able to enact abilities. And some of these abilities are not as super as you might think. A lot of these things are simple. It's challenging your thoughts, challenging the ideas of, I'm using the regular tarot, challenging the ideas of, okay, if that was to happen, what would I do? So let's see. Oh, energy came out immediately. So exactly. So we got this King of Wands energy. This is like, I don't want to say it's antagonizing because I don't feel like it's antagonizing yet. I feel like it's like you're walking around with this air as if don't try me, but you can approach me. But it's not even like that because I feel like I'm making it sound harsher than what it is. It's like, I guess seeing it. I don't know. I don't get like overly excited to see people, like just strangers and shit, or be moved. Like if I saw a celebrity, it would just be like, what's up? And I don't know outside of that, or or it might be like something jokey, and this energy is not that. But it is. It's like it's lighthearted, but it's like serious and dangerous kind of vibe. I don't know. I'm trying to describe this energy of like being able to walk around and challenge your thoughts. Like if this isn't a person outside of yourself. This is a person inside of yourself. So let's say it's your ex-spouse, your ex. Sorry. This just pulled out and these 2 cards is left over. So this is kind of telling me that you started something new and it was you moving away from conflict. And when you moved away from the conflict, you eventually became that king. And so it's like now you're in a justified state for anything that you say. It's like you feel like you can say anything and it'll be okay. I feel like you're really taking a point of view of like, okay, I've done this already, and just because these people haven't seen it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So, and if that is the case, well, guess what? What we gonna do? So, yeah, let me get a little bit more to see if I can get some better information. So I got 2 cards that fell out. All right, what do we got? Oh, nice. So it's crazy. You walked away from so somebody didn't walk away from the emotions. They wanted to offer a new. So they're washing the cup. I found these goblets. Let me go wash them out and use it. Reuse them over and over again instead of saying, ugh, these is nasty. Fuck these. Ugh, I'm gonna walk away. This is you going inside and saying, or somebody, I think it's somebody, going inside and saying they can't walk away, so they're trying to offer a new. But they're offering it to this King of Wands. So I don't know what they think is going to happen with this energy. Maybe it's you who's walking away and moving towards another feeling. But I don't know. Let me show y'all. Look. You see, it's like the king is looking at this. So I don't, can y'all see that? There we go. I'm tripping. But it's like the king, the king is watching all of that stuff.
$30 million in sales. It's a framework that shows you how to put together high converting webinars that turn
commercials. Oh, but guess what? We got the sun at the bottom of the card. So I don't know. Let me get some more. Tell me about this Ace of Cups, because, well, even look now. So like, this person, when it's in reverse, is walking to another cup. So if this is what I always take reversals as internal energy, if this is a person walking away, that would be an external thing. But this looks like he's walking away towards something, but it's all inside. So it's like, if you was to go, if an old thought, like an old friend, an old spouse, an old co-worker, you know, an old good friend, an old bad friend, an old good family member, a bad family member, however, an acquaintance, whatever. If whatever pops up, it's like you had these ideas of how you would respond emotionally. And so like, you already knew, or you had your memories or your expectations or whatever, you had that stuff inside of you. And now it's like you're walking away from those things inside of you to go to like some other new thing inside of you. Or maybe you're going to display that new thing that's inside of you. I don't know. It's just, it seems like there's a watching of something happen that's new. Well, I'm Mr. New, so a watching. Something is watching. Somebody. All right, so this wants to come out like this, so I'm going to take it like that. And what these cards are, it was like this, sandwiched. And what are these two cards that were sandwiched? It's the same shit. So if you haven't been here long, for me, these two cards are the same. It's the same angel, I'm saying, that is creating these instances. And so, because these are majors, you got to understand judgment, and this temperance is the tempering of judgments. Again, you got to understand language. Language is how we're trying to communicate to the parts of your brain that can see. In other words, how do I unlock your mind to where your soul can resonate or not? What do I need to do? Well, I need to use proper terms, and I need to use descriptive nouns and verbs so you can see what I'm talking about. See the red wings in both of these angels? See the yellow hair. See how they both have something in their hands. See how over here you got man, woman, and then a thing in the middle called a child, or a balance in between. And then over here you got foot on land, foot on water, with the water flowing between two goblets in between. So and again, I used to teach this as the bottom, right? This is what is expressed here. This is the raw material, raw emotions, raw practicality, with refined practicality, which is the goblet or the earth, and then, you know, the water or the juice or the liquor or whatever you mixing up. With these two things here happening, this is how this is popping up, bro. Like, this is the order and the sequence of how this is happening across the top. So whatever is happening, this emperor or this king is watching something or someone walk away towards the ace. And as you walk away towards the ace, you're tempering that ace, and then that ace is bringing judgments. So it's the same thing, but one is on the personal scale, one is on the public scale. It's crazy. And then at the bottom of the deck, we got the King of Cups. So there's really, I think if something was to approach you, they wouldn't realize that you are the king of the emotions and the passion. So you walk around and you do what you do, but the King of Wands has a mind attached to him that will be sharp as an air sign. whereas the emotional king will have the practicality of an earth sign. So people are not seeing these mastered energies within you. They're just seeing you as prestigious and regal. So let's get a final message. Let's see what's going on for the final, and then we'll see what else is happening. So I got two. This wanted to show, this was still on my hand, but then we have this. So it's like you're taking the responsibility of coming out of hermit mode. I think this is why the King of Wands is showing up. So it's like I just thought of something. I always used to say that the hermit is the wise sage, which is just the King of Wands in his older years. The reason why I say that is because the King of Wands has a wand. The hermit is the only other card that has a wand. And it's golden. So it's like it's been tempered over time. You know, I've been kneading my dough. That's what temperance is. Kneading my dough. Mixing up my shit for the shit for my hair. The oils and the cream so I can make my motherfucking butter. It's the combinatory aspects of putting seasonings in your pasta sauce. It's choosing which colors are going to blend together to best match this person's makeup. It's selecting the best attributes for the ultimate running back for college football 25. It's doing the things that will show me, but this says I'm choosing to hold these things. I choose to go to the gym and pick up heavy weights and move them. Why you want to do that? Because I enjoy doing it. I've been enjoying it, but I've been watching everybody else not. I'm going to join in. I'm going to dive in there. I'm going to hermit the internal aspects of me, and then the external aspects of me, meaning I'm going to take what I saw around me and I'm going to put it on the inside because I know it. I got the light on the inside. That light is what lets that rod shine bright. But then the hermit being in reverse next to this action card, and this has been a lot of fire. It's been a ton of fire energy throughout this whole reading. What this says is you're going to be taking on the responsibility of putting that inside light on the outside now. And I think this is what people are seeing. I started off this reading saying like people are like seeing and feeling some kind of something on you. It's something about you, and I think this something is the tempered aspect of judgment. So maybe people feel judged around you, or you bring an air of judgment, or maybe interactions make people feel as if they're being judged or tested or somewhat. You're calling judgment on situations, and people who are pleasant or who pass the judgment, they experience something like more. And then on the flip side, it's like if you are just triggered kind of thing, that's a difference between being questioned versus questioning. And those are still both triggers. So if we was to take on the idea of, okay, I have something here, and in this something, I kind of see where he's coming from, and he's articulating well. Maybe it's not really what I think. And then you get to show somebody some new light. And yes, you're carrying burdens that people might see as burdens, but you're like, what? This ain't nothing. Give me two more. Like, stack two more on top of these two. I got all four. It's no problem. Like, you walking around real strong, real tough, and this is this energy that people feel, but it's just the temperance of the hermit. The hermit, which is an internal card, right? This is a card upright, which is on the internal. But when it's upright, it's supposed to be external. So this major energy, this wise sage energy, is on the outside of you, or excuse me, it's supposed to be on the inside of you, but it came out like this, which means it's oozing out of you. And, maybe it makes people feel like they need to be responsible. Maybe they need to pick up and check themselves. Maybe they need to be on their P's and Q's, try harder, I don't know, but it makes people shake the fuck up in the presence of this king. So when you're in action mode, ladies included, when you're in action mode, this is the male or the king energy. when you're doing shit. But what are we doing? Well, we're doing something with these passions. What is this king doing with the passions? He's sitting in his passions. What is a fire that sits? Again, I got to use words with you. What is a passion or fire that sits? A campfire. A stove fire. You know, what are those things called when you burn all the wood at the schools and shit? I don't remember. I don't remember. But there's all kind of situations where you have things sit in a single space and burn. And you can do a lot of these different things with yourself. You can sit within an emotion. You can sit within a thought. You can sit within a strategy. And those things are the characteristics exuded by this king. So when you're planning and when you're thinking and when you're adjusting and readjusting and suggesting and ideaing, all of those things that you're going to be doing, this is this male masculine king energy. Pay attention to where you're being this king at. It's going to help you see the wise aspects of yourself externally. The parts of you who you may have met with an old friend and imagined or had an old sensation of feeling fear between that interaction, or anger, or resentment, or passive aggressive, or maybe aggression, or, you know, whatever your preset notion would be. You might think that would be the way, but this is telling us that there is an understanding of you are okay with any which way. And nobody's going to be ready for that. And some people are, and some people are not. And the ones who are not the ones who get triggered slightly by you. They're the ones who get triggered heavily by you, who have disdain for you for just your existence. It's important to understand that sometimes your existence is enough. And that presence, okay, which is this energy here, this is the presence, the temperance of this golden rod. Again, to get gold, you got to like heat that shit the fuck up. And you can't just heat it to where it melts, which is why you got to add constant jolts of heat. It's the motion in the ocean. So that's the temperance. It's the motion in the ocean. It's that tempo. It's that pattern. It's that, you know. But anyways, let's get focused. Okay, lock in. The energy of all of that passion is on the outside of you. That is enough to make anybody fucking quake in their boots. So I think that even while you walk around with these things that look like burdens, but you're just carrying around and it's strong and easy, you can see that because, again, it's this wise, temperate energy oozing out of you. This presence is seen as this king energy or some area of what you're doing. So maybe you need to look at certain places that you're doing things at, and then maybe you need to continue to appreciate them or find more judgments with them or temper them further. But either way it go, this is some great energy. So I'm appreciate you with this here by ending it right now. This is like 20 minutes. Mr. Anu, this is Soul Spark Tarot. And, you know, check out the links. We got good books for you. We got great information for you in there. We got testimonies and stories and all kind of things. So I bid you adieu. Peace.